Yes. Welcome to day one, beautiful boss. So, today I'm going to explain what we're going to do today. And it's very simple, but this is going to be kind of like the lay of the land. Okay. Now, I'm going to get straight into it. We're not going to waste no time. Let me share my screen with you here. One second. Okay. All right. So, during this challenge, you're going to be doing daily check-ins. This allows for not only for us to track where you are and who gets the reward for participating the most, but it also allows for you to hold yourself accountable. So the group is for your support, and these trainings and these daily check-ins is for your accountability. The more you participate, the more you ask questions, I promise you, the more money you can make, the more moves you can make during this time. And so this is so that you could begin to build the habits and the mindset necessary to hit your goals, whether you continue this after this challenge and beyond. Okay. And so this is your tracker. What you want to do, you want to hit file, make a copy so that you can be able to have your own copy. Okay. And so every day, what you want to do is you want to come in and you're going to watch the challenge, and then you're going to do that daily activity. As you can see here, the more activities you do, the more points you get. And then when you want to check in, this is how you check in. So when you come into, oh yeah, when you come in here and you do your daily check-in, you'll see where after you've made a post or even a comment, you're able to hit these three dots and copy the link. That's how me and my team are able to track where you checked in for the day. The more check-ins and the more activity you do is going to be good for you, but also it's going to allow for us to be able to reward the individual that has the most points and has had the most activity in the group. And so third place winners, you get $500 credit towards your loan, your closing costs. So if you're doing a purchase or a refinance, that $500 can pay for, that's a reimbursement back to your appraisal, right? Um, and so you're able to use that. So that is third place. All right. A $500 credit towards your closing costs. Um, Second place, you are getting the Building Wealth with Real Estate course, as well as a one-on-one call with me, and we're going to build out your personalized money plan. In first place, you get access 6 months to our VIP program, which means that we have one-on-one financial sessions that allows for us to continue on a personalized goal. We have seen clients save anywhere from 300 to $2,000, $3,000 per month and creating income in their household from savings and from the strategies that we've done in just a short span of time in 6 months, 3 months. And so I'm not saying that it's going to be you, but we go all in. Okay. When you're VIP, we are here for you. We help you review your deals to make sure you're making a profitable decision. And so much more. We help you track your finances to understand how to read financial statements and how to grow your business and your own wealth portfolio. All right. So the first thing you want to do today, download this, you hit file, make a copy so you have your own copy. All right. Over here, you'll see where you got your wins. And this is laid out for the next 30 days. And so every day you want to do your check-in, record your money spent, right? You can record it right here. Did you record it? It should be a number and a check. The number of people you reached, right? So especially if you're a business owner, this is very important. Um, and if you're not a business owner, the number of people, let's just say your interest is not in doing that, right? So your people that you reach is going to either be sellers where you're looking for properties right now, um, Also, this people of reach is just growing your network, like building relationships. I found that really concentrating on building relationships with individuals has allowed for my business to grow. And when you are really doing this in real life, you're not so dependent on social media, right? And so we're going to continue to talk about that so that you can be able to really take heed on what you're doing every day, but also really grow. Because if you decide to get a new job or even start a business, you have a Rolodex of individuals that you have built relationships with that you can tap into. Then we have number of money opportunities seized. This is going to look like different things. This can be you selling something, you saving money, you cutting costs, you making money. You want to check those boxes. Then you have your money task. This is what you actually are doing to move towards those financial goals that you have set for yourself. And then how much income did you make? Now, this can be even how much money you have saved as well, which means that, for instance, let's say you called and renegotiated your bill, and now you're saving $50 a month. Put it down. That's $50 a month added back to your household, and that counts. Okay. So you could put that here. And then every day, as you can see, there are check ins available. Now, what's also available to you, and this is kind of like an added bonus, which is the 100K money workbook. And every day is giving you ideas of what you can do in order to actually earn money, save money, and just bring more money into your household. So the goal is to free up cash flow, create income, improve your credit, prepare for funding, move closer to real estate investing. So all of this is in here, and it is for those that have a busy lifestyle, because at the end of the day, we don't have much time, but we have to dedicate some time, at least 30 minutes a day. I would say at least 30 minutes a day towards building towards your financial goals. And so as you can see here, day one, free your first $20 or $50, right? Cancel those subscription. Find out what can you lower. What can you sell, right? Facebook Marketplace, baby. Don't say I don't know what to sell. Sell something in your house if you need to. I've done pawn stuff, sold stuff. Like when you need to get money, you do what you got to do to make this money. Okay. But also you will see where there's a daily reflection for you. And then you can actually use this check-in as your way of checking in daily into the group as well. Now, the next added bonus that we have here for you, resource, is 50 ways to earn money from beginner to expert level, because we're all coming in from different journeys in our life. For me personally, when I had first started, we was trying to get started back in 2013, but it was complete mess. And we kind of just was like, you know what? I don't know if this is right for us. And we got back into it when COVID hit, because we did not want to have to depend on a job in order to make income. So for us, we went straight to real estate investing. And there's different ways that we did that. And we're going to talk about that next here, okay? But I just want to let you know, these are resources that are available to you right now that you can be able to take advantage of, okay? And oh, let me go ahead and explain, like there's different things on here where you can get side gigs, sell stuff, just giving you those ideas that in the skills, like it is based on, okay, this is going to take some skills. This is going to take you learning something new in order to really make money. And so if you want to quickly make money, this is where you want to be, where it really doesn't take much of anything. You just getting to it, right? And as you can see, the levels increase in terms of skills, what it would take to reach those certain goals, right? So we know if you decide to do royalties like music, right? You know that's going to take you promoting your music in order for it to grow so you can get paid from streams. We know streams really don't pay much. My husband is artist development. He does music. That's how I know this. So streams don't pay as much, but you got merchandise, you got getting paid off content, you got where you can be putting on events, you got where like this is where we got to come to, right? And so you got to think about what is going to be the best thing for me in the situation I'm in right now. All right. Awesome. Now I want to go into the 100K planner here next. And we're going to talk about choosing your money path. All right, so the 100K executive plan is your path to more wealth and income. It not only gives you your current financial landscape, but it allows for you to begin to set your own wealth goals. So what you want to do here is first complete where you are right now. This allows for you to see where am I starting from and where am I going to go from here, right? And what I love about this 100K executive plan, it's like your 30,000 foot view of what did I say I want to do? What was my plan? This is the answer to that, right? So that you can always be able to come back and know exactly what it is that you're doing and get back on track. So in order to make a copy, you want to hit file, make a copy, and that way you're able to make a copy and edit this document. All right. So first thing, your wealth goals. You want to choose one that is a top priority. Is it income or assets? Our top priority for the last 5 years has been assets, not necessarily income because we're still working. And so for us, it was mainly acquiring those assets so that at least we know we have that income that we can start working towards as we're paying down debt over time. And so we can be able to accelerate that debt over time and reach our financial goals and have access to more of that passive income that we have built the first 5 years. And so deciding, are you going to concentrate more on income because you want to maybe replace your job? You may want to be able to pay off debt. A lot of things can happen when you decide, okay, I want to do income. But why do you want to do income, right? Is that if you decide to do income, you can acquire assets in order to generate income. If you're a business owner, you may be concentrating mainly on income. So for the next 12 months, my wealth goal is income. So I'm going to put income. And then after that, it's going to be building my asset, which is my business, which my business will continue to acquire income generating assets. And then for that next 5 years, it's going to be income. All right. And so when you know what you're focusing on, that's the main thing that's going to become the main thing. All right. Now, down here, interest versus risk tolerance. When we understand what we're willing to do and what we're not willing to do, is going to allow for us to decide what would be the best decision for us. So if we scroll down here, you have a cheat sheet where we say, what is the main focus? And so right here, interest income. So what is your interest is your level of desire, and your risk is your willingness to invest your money for gain or loss in that asset or in that particular vehicle. So you may not have much interest in investments like stocks or dividends. And so you feel like there's high risk. You can put that here. The main one that we're going to focus on is this high interest, low risk, which means that you're willing to do it, right? Because you have a high interest in it, and it's considered low risk because you're willing to put your money into it as well. And so you want to lay the land, which one is going to be which, right? So it's only going to be three categories of money. It's going to be real estate, business, or investments. All right, so next is the steps to financial freedom. This is where you want to determine your financial goals. As I said, there's always levels to this. Financial stability for us means that we can be able to pay all of our household bills, right? Financially comfortable is where you're able to pay your bills and have a little bit more that you can save and feel comfortable. But we're ultimately always striving for financial freedom. And this is the number that the income or net worth goal where you want to be able to pay your bills, have money left over that you can save, and more for you to do whatever you want to do. And so there are levels that you may want to achieve during this time for each stage. So for you, financially stable may be, hey, I just need an extra $1,000 to kind of alleviate what I'm going through. In order for me to quit my job, I'm going to have to make $5,000 a month, right? And ultimately, financial freedom for me is $7,500, $10,000, $15,000 a month. This, I can live whatever lifestyle I want to live. That's where you want to set those income goals and that net worth goal, okay? Income producing assets. Highlight one or two for each that you want to invest in. So if you're a business owner, you want to be able to collect profits or owner draw, right? Or dividends. And dividends is different than owner draw. We'll talk about that another day, but basically, this is your business is basically running itself and you're able to collect off of that. Real estate, what do you want to own, right? What path do you want to go? And then interest slash investments, which means that there's different ways, annuities, dividends, and we'll begin to talk about these as we go along for the next 30 days. And at the end, and I respect any religion, but I do believe in God. So you may hear me speak about God a lot sometime, maybe, not maybe, you will. So, but I do want to introduce you to this scripture, and I have a kind of little story behind it. So I took this scripture, Habakkuk 2, 2, and 3, wrote it down, and I said, okay, this is what I want to do, right? And so when I saw it, and I said, and I'll be specific, it was our first house. I said, I want a house with an acre. I still have the where I wrote it down. I said, I want a house on an acre of land where, is close to town. And I mean, all this stuff. And when I tell you the only thing on that thing that didn't happen was the garage, and I could have built the garage on, but I literally got what I wanted. And so I believe that your beliefs and the things that you do hold power. And so that's why you see this scripture up here. And so you just want to reiterate what it is. My current credit score is what? I plan to start on what day? I'm going to be working on what, right? My goal is to make how much money per month? I plan to rent to blah, blah, blah. I will acquire how many number of assets, right? So this isn't supposed to be here. I plan to what? Like, are you planning to acquire properties, right? So it's basically all of this that you just did is written down here. And then you have your cheat sheet. So it helps you know, hey, if you're looking to make more than 10K a month, this is what you need to understand from a real estate standpoint. Financial stages, it breaks it down a little more, income producing, and then debt, credit, score, equity. And that leads me to our next section. All right, so when you come into here, this is how you're going to choose your money path. So you come into the classroom, you're going to go into financially fit. And financially fit is actually a course that goes into this money challenge even deeper. So even if you're in the free membership, you still have access to this. All members have access to this, okay? The other courses, I'll go over what you have access to that on another video. But you want to come down here to day 7. and debt, credit score, and net worth, right? So it's going to give you a guide of kind of like where do you want to start. And so if you have high debt balance, low credit score, it's going to tell you what you can, some suggestions. Okay. This isn't an end all be all. These are suggestions. If you have high credit score, low debt balance, where to start, high net worth, low debt balance, high credit score. And then it starts going into also if you decide to be an investor, what does that look like for you as an investor? And you'll also see down here the accredited investor. This is so you can participate in big deals. Okay. I just want to clarify that. Accredited investor, you have to have specifically these things by law. If you are looking to get in real estate funds, like really big deals that's not necessarily publicized, the IRS wants you to, because here's the thing, when you built the net worth, it means that you have skin in the game. It means that you know how to find profitable deals. You know how to find profitable stocks, like, right? So you took in the time to gain the financial knowledge needed in order to grow your net worth, which means that that gives you the ability to participate in bigger deals, big real estate deals where it may be complex in terms of finances. Now, all right, boss. So you've already watched these trainings. Now go ahead and complete your 100K executive plan and choose your money path. Now,